Good late Saturday evening. I am certified meteorologist Nick Kelly checking in on this February 23rd of 2019. It has certainly been an interesting day, not just for our area weather-wise, but across much of the region, thanks to a storm system that's still passing on through. So with that said, let's break down where we've been on this Saturday. There was a time lapse from Indigo Sky Casino outside of Seneca, Missouri. We had to start the morning out with some rain, even some thunderstorms. Thankfully, nothing strong or severe came out of that. Then we looked okay for the rest of the afternoon and certainly going into this evening. But once we got rid of that morning round of rain and storms, the main weather story for today was the wind. The southwest wind for many of you throughout most of the morning and into the afternoon, sustained between 15 and 25 and occasionally 30 miles per hour. We have seen that breeze switch around out of the northwest, and it's still kind of up there between 15 and 25 miles per hour, and that's not even including the gusts. We've seen some gusts around Joplin pushing close to 50, 51 miles per hour, and they are still up there with our latest look at the gust tracker showing gusts between 30 and 35, if not 40 miles per hour. With that northwest breeze in action, that is going to bring in the colder air as we go throughout the rest of the night and to wrap up your weekend tomorrow. The wind advisories will stay in effect for areas east of 69 on the Kansas side into southwestern Missouri and going into northeast Oklahoma and northwest Arkansas until 6 o'clock Sunday morning. Because of the wind gusts, it can still be ranging between 35 and occasionally up to 45 miles per hour as we go throughout the course of the night. Thankfully, even though we have that northwest breeze staying with us as we go into your Sunday, once we get the morning underway, the winds will die down somewhat as our storm system continues to lift off to the north and to the east into the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes. So we'll have sustained winds tomorrow between 10 and 15, but with that northwest breeze still in place, that will just ensure that we have a much cooler Sunday ahead of us, certainly cooler compared to today. Camera's still doing a little dance with that northwest breeze in action at 7th and Range Line from the east side of Joplin. The official numbers for today, with over a quarter of an inch, that didn't stop us from reaching a high of 65 degrees this afternoon in the Joplin region, warmer than our average high of 53. And that low of 35, that is the coldest we've been so far, and that is exactly where we sit with the last check of the current conditions at almost 1037. With the west wind at 25 and gusting close to 41 miles per hour, it does make it feel on the order of about 10 to 15 degrees cooler. It feels like 23 in Joplin right now at close to about a quarter to 11 on this Saturday night. Everybody, though, has definitely gone back into the chill with that northwest breeze taking hold. Most of us sitting in the lower to middle 30s. When you factor in that breeze, though, it feels like 18 in Iowa, 19 in the 8th Center, then it just feels like we're in the lower to middle 20s across the rest of the area. Here's a look at the Skywatch Storm Tracker. Again, we had to start out with some rain and thunderstorms this morning. Nothing strong, nothing severe to be worried about. But our weather setup today paled in comparison to what central and western Kansas had to deal with today. With the brunt of the colder air working with the moisture on the backside of the system, it resulted in blizzard conditions for much of the Sunflower State once you work west of 135 and the Kansas Turnpike. And believe it or not, those blizzard warnings actually continue to be in effect all the way from Omaha, Nebraska, up into the northern Great Plains, where they'll have to deal with the system throughout the rest of the night. And on the warm side of this system, we had severe weather take place this evening across parts of the Mid-South and going toward the Tennessee Valley. In fact, we actually have some confirmed tornado reports in parts of northeastern Mississippi and western parts of Alabama. Thankfully, that tornado threat has subsided, along with much of the severe threat for that matter. But no matter whether you're talking about the blizzard that took place in Kansas today or the severe weather down closer to the Tennessee Valley, all of these events caused by the same system that's rotating on through. Thankfully, we're not looking at much of a severe threat for the southeastern U.S. for tomorrow. And for us, we are still getting this last cold front out of here. But that is a very cold front that is bringing in the colder air, which will make it feel like winter again as we go through your Sunday. The future track, keeps us quiet with partly cloudy skies overall throughout the course of the night. And with that northwest breeze, that means everybody starts cold in the morning, with overnight lows dropping to 29. At the very least, even though it will be cooler for tomorrow with the northwest breeze at 10 to 15, we are going to have a nicer Sunday to look forward to. Mostly sunny skies for the day. We'll be at 41 by lunchtime. Afternoon highs in Joplin right around 46. In fact, most of us should be easily into the mid-40s for Sunday afternoon highs. We end things on a quiet note for your Sunday, and thankfully we keep things quiet with the jet stream setup for your Monday. And even as we go into your Tuesday, even though we'll have to up the cloud cover as we go into Tuesday, and I say that because with this next upper level low really digging into the Pacific Northwest, it's changing the setup of the jet stream. It could send a few bursts of energy our way that could allow for some rain to get going as we head into your Wednesday. Could be cold enough for a little bit of freezing rain as well as we go into Thursday morning. Mainly rain chances as we go into the middle of the week and up until about Friday. Then we'll have to see how the weekend's looking because there are some indications that we could see snow chances try to work back in once again. Before we deal with those systems, Wednesday on into the end of next week, we'll go 46 and quiet for your Sunday. Mid-50s return for Monday and Tuesday with partly sunny to mostly cloudy skies. Then we'll see get a little bit active again as we go into Wednesday and even as we head toward next weekend. It could be cold by the next weekend as we go from 45 on Friday to 33 on Saturday. Have a good night. Have a great Sunday.